The following video contains coarse language. Viewer discretion is advised.
Welcome back into another episode of Uncle Gramma's Story Time. This is part 3 of our 3-part chat. The great Allan Harding. You know him from Black Mastiff, you know him from the Cancer Bats. Last week he told us that incredible story about how the boys were on the road. He was touring with the Cancer Bats, and then their truck and their trailer got stolen, all their equipment. And they only missed one show because humanity stepped up and they... You know, you do good things, they happen to you, and that's what that whole story was about, as people donated and helped out to help them finish that tour. One show. They only missed one show. So crazy. So before we get into that, I want to remind everyone, Uncle Gramma's Storytime always brought to you by our incredible friends over at King Palm. The best. They send us all these stuff to try out and tell you all about, including the roaming crooners. Hey, Jim Robinson. I think you should leave. Very funny stuff. So they got the big guys, they got the flavors, they got the humidors, portable little humidors, big humidors, everything in between. All the stuff you need to medicate properly and very enjoyably. So thank you to our friends over at King Palm for always supporting us with this incredible show that we put on each and every Sunday at 7 p.m. Or if you're watching this later, which a lot of people do, thankfully, and we appreciate all of you, always. The show's new episodes every Sunday, 7 o'clock. King Palm, thank you. To you, thank you. And now, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, no, I don't think that's right. You bid people adieu. Let's say, all right, let's get to part 3 of Allan Harding, our new best friend, one of our favorite people, here on Uncle Gramma's Story Time. Let's hop in there. Smooth.
Well, like, I was just going to ask, too, there's probably, won't take up too much more of your time, but I did notice, like, the shop is killing it, like, all the time. I was just there when you were gone. I was there recording.
Yeah.
And I didn't need a lot of drum stuff because the armory has, like, sick amounts of gear in there.
Oh, yeah.
And had a bunch of stuff. But I didn't get to stop into the shop. I really wanted to go in because I've always wanted to go in. But you guys did have some celebrity guests that came in. I saw you post on your page a while back. With the Gordy Johnson thing there.
Ooh. Oh, yeah, and Jack White.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So,
yeah, we get a lot, dude. It's kind of crazy.
I was going to ask, like, that must be kind of a regular thing. Maybe not, like, taking pictures, hey, it's Jack White and Gordy Johnson at the same time. But
No, but we've been, like, the younger staff is like, we got to start fucking taking photos of this shit, you guys.
because the guys are just in all the time.
Yeah. Blaine and I come from like a school of like, yeah, they're in the shop, fucking A.
Leave them, like, leave their personal life alone.
Exactly.
Normal humans, you know. And,
yeah.
And it's not bad to ask for photos. We just don't do that stuff.
That's it.
Like I go to the NAMM trade show, and you see like all the rock stars in one space, and people like spend the whole time getting photos with people, and that's cool. Like I get that, you're stoked and stuff. I'm just like, I don't know. I'd rather just meet you and hang out, and like you dig the shop, and you come back, and that's kind of, I don't know. But he invited us to the show, and we went and partied a bit.
Like, and they came in for something.
Jack White and Gordy comes in all the time. That's not even like a thing. He's like our buddy.
That's okay. That's what I wanted to know.
He brought Jack in.
Yeah.
Or they met here because they're like kind of buddies.
Yep.
Through the blues kind of, you know, classic shit and guitar kind of nerds. They are for sure. And they guitar nerds come here, you know, and they'll come together in like packs, and you're like, holy fuck.
Well, that all is a total statement on you guys as the environment you create in that shop, right? Like that's the reason they come there, because they know they're not going to get cameras in their face the whole time and people hassling them.
Yeah, that's part of it. And
For
also
sure.
because like we're a rare dying breed style of business, man.
I can count on one hand how many shops like yours are even in this country.
Yeah.
Like,
not a lot.
Well, drum shops? Maybe
Drum shops, yeah, for sure. And
two.
I can't even like, we're not even like legit. Like we're a separate business in this building, separate staff, separate till, separate inventory.
From Rufus Guitar and Rufus Drum
yeah,
Shop.
but
Yeah.
we're in the same building now. So to me, it's lost the. We're definitely considered and we operate like that. But unless you're like in a standalone by yourself,
Mhm.
I don't really take the validation of like you're you're that like on like Dave's or Just Drums or
Yep.
Drummers Hangout, which just closed unfortunately. Soul Drums, Music Gagne, uh, is like my favorite drum shop, and when you go there, it's in a guitar shop,
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
or
It
it's
was
in
connected.
actually a PA. They have two shops, one across the street, and the guitars and basses on one side, and the other side's like PA and
Okay.
keyboards, and then downstairs, and there's the drum shop, and it's fucking sick, and it's kind of I think because of our attention to the staff that would be the only way I justify calling us like a independent drum shop,
Yeah.
not a drum department in a music store.
Yeah. Well,
Because
like
it's like all pros working here. You
yes.
tour at least, or you're post secondary educated. Like you come in and we fucking talk drums.
Yeah.
Yes.
Whereas in the box stores, even though they do have those guys spread around, it's not their MO anymore.
Yep.
You won't be seeing your favorite drum guy getting replaced by another sick drum guy generally.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
gonna see them
That's
getting
what you're saying.
replaced
Yeah.
by the guitar guys coming in here to make the sale now.
Yep.
Because
That's it.
drums don't make sense on paper as a business
Mhm.
in retail. It doesn't. It's fucking crazy.
I
It's really hard. and
understand
it's
that.
getting harder.
Yeah.
There's only one other place that I've been. Like I haven't been everywhere across the states or anything, but I'm always trying to search
Yeah.
out for a drum shop. My buddy Tony, shout out my buddy Tony down in Nashville, took me to Nelson Drum Shop because I really
Yeah.
wanted to go.
One of the best, man.
And that's what I was gonna say. Like, have you been there?
I haven't been there, but I talk to those guys a lot.
Yeah,
And
Bryson.
that's the thing about our like I wouldn't say a lot, like we used to more.
Yeah.
But like we compare vintage and stuff and we use, pricing and like I look up to those guys even though, I started my first drum shop in 06
Yes,
in
in
Edmonton,
Edmonton.
acoustic drum shop.
Yep.
So I've been in the industry longer than some of these
Yep.
great shops, these younger dudes.
Well, I didn't know
they're my age, but
until I went to
shop's
Nelson.
nuts, man.
He's not old. I thought
No, I know.
he was like this is like Norman's Rare Guitars, but you get there and you meet Bryson. It's like you're not an old man. Like what?
No,
and
he's
then
like one of us.
The whole community surrounded around it. There's the coffee shop outside. There's the whole.
Yeah.
It's an old audio body shop, but it's a hang.
Dude, it's
and-
so well curated
And even just going in there, meeting a guy, first thing there's like, oh, did you come here to play? I'm like, no, I'm here on vacation. My birthday weekend, I was having a good
Yeah.
time. They're like, oh, like, so do you play? Like,
Yeah.
well, yeah, I've been playing for a long time. It's like, hey, man, you ever need a gig? Just come here and have coffee.
yeah.
And it was like, what? It was like, no, you could probably, like, somebody's looking to ditch something. Like,
Yeah.
it's either they're coming to get a
It's
gig or
busy.
somebody's looking to get rid of a gig while they're getting this and going to do this and all this. Like,
Yeah.
just come and hang out if you want to get into it. And we're like, that is wild.
Yeah, and like that market is amazing and there's other great shops down in that town too. It's crazy
Yeah,
how
they're-
they can
yeah.
survive.
We checked out a
Uh,
couple other ones too, but yeah,
yeah.
that one stuck out just because of the community that was already sitting there hanging out.
Yeah.
And it was
Yeah.
like, yeah, I don't really want to be whipping out my phone right now. It's like, I got to leave these guys alone.
Exactly.
Like,
Yeah, I dream of that. It would be so cool to have a shop in a market like that.
yeah,
It
it's
really would be.
the market that feeds it too, right? Because like
It's entirely the community, man.
they
And-
can
and
have all
what's
those
going on
shops and not have
Yeah.
a Sweetwater. No one's gonna go to a Sweetwater in Nashville.
No, you don't.
Like but
No, fuck. If you have Nelson's drum shop and you go to Guitar Center,
you,
you're fucked in the head.
yeah, you don't know what you're doing.
Like I'm not even joking. That's
Yeah.
fucking insane. Or like, and this is why those, you know, they do well. They get the first sale. They get the mom coming in that doesn't know, like, I don't know, like Guitar Center is everywhere. Like, oh, that's like, I'm not going shopping for my kids' shoes at Gravity Pope, the shoe shop. We're going to fucking Walmart because
Yes.
they have shoes, and they also have all this other shit, you know, that we can get there. And then when your kid really gets into it, and then you hear from the teacher or somebody tips them off, and it's the same thing with Rufus. And then when they come in, once they come in, they're ours now
Yes.
because they're like, holy fuck, you guys are drummers, like this is holy shit. Pat Stewart, he plays in Brian Adams.
Yeah.
What the Jack? What, like that
Yep.
doesn't go on at Long and McQuaid.
No.
They'll
Hell
pay
yeah.
for it to happen, but and that's a tough thing to compete with those big shops though. But like L&M for us, because they just have
Yep.
so much buying power, and it's every single thing I order counts, you know.
Yeah. It's
Where
hard
they
to
can
buy
just
people
transfer
though.
shit around.
Yeah.
You can't buy people, and that's, you know, and man, with AI and self checkouts and talking to higher ups at Long and McQuaid and their vision of like the future of music retail, and it's so different from ours
Mhm.
that it gives me confidence that there will always be room for us.
That's right.
And they
100%.
want us to survive. Like L&M is generous with us.
Yep.
They could shut us the fuck down, man.
Yep. If they, yep.
They want
As they've done in a lot of other
they could
places.
make it even harder for us.
They could, yeah. I just
But
hope.
they understand, like, they might kick it off. We instill a passion or teach that there is this is like something you're gonna do for your whole life because you're gonna love, like, you loved it. We loved it.
Yes.
We're gonna make you love it
Yes.
because it means so much to me. I can't imagine you don't play drums. Wait, stop.
Yeah.
Everything you're doing, you have to play drums. It's gonna bring you so much happiness.
Yes.
Even if you don't have to be in a band. It's better if you are.
100%.
Totally.
You need an instrument, any kind. You want to try guitar, man. Try bass. Like,
Yeah.
fucking play music, man.
That's
It's magical. It's like so healing, and it's hard to describe. Like, can you imagine not playing drums, dude?
No,
Holy fuck!
I don't.
What would you be doing?
I wouldn't be doing anything.
Exactly. It's that plain and simple to us, right?
Yeah.
We just want to share that.
Yeah.
Whereas, and then eventually they're gonna go back to L&M to get that thing I just can't stock, or they have all the vinyl, and I'm not even a vinyl dealer, and they love some guy that's a vinyl, you know.
Right.
It's and we talk, like, I talked to Jim Castles. He's the head purchaser for drums at Long and McQuaid. He has been for 100 years. The dude's probably 250 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jim. Fuck. I love Jim. Jim's awesome, and we have candid conversations. We used to do it more because we used to go to all these events that don't happen as much anymore. And like,
Okay.
the industry has changed so much, dudes. It's like insane how smaller, like how much less they try because it's just online. So we don't have to do drum clinic tours. We don't have to fucking support bands on tour. We just, because content drummers are doing it for nothing. And
Yep.
and I appreciate content drumming, but that the industry is going to, like, that's all that matters, and it's like, fuck, that doesn't matter at all.
Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah.
like, it's cool, but what matters is like 200 people in a room fucking sweating together and
Yep.
into the rock gods and feeling something
it.
and community and
Yep.
Yes.
and like this like, oh, you can order it online, you can go to you can put on the VR headset and you're there. It's just like, you have no clue, man. You guys are, like, you obviously don't play or get it.
Yeah, that's
You're, like,
detaching you
love
further away from what it
music.
is.
Exactly.
And if you only go to shows in stadiums, you're missing out.
Yeah.
But like what Jim and I say, or what he said to me when I used to kind of not fear Long and McQuaid, but hate them.
Yeah.
I don't hate them. I appreciate what they do. They've always been good to me, like,
Yeah.
they support a lot of my friends in the fact that they give them a job, man, and they're fair, and they, like, train you properly, and they actually pay you, and
Mhm.
like, fuck L&M, but fuck yeah, L&M, like,
Yeah.
someone's doing it, and they're
That's
doing
it.
it right.
Yeah.
To an extent, like, way better than Guitar Center or
Yep.
any chain, like Walmart type Best Buy shit. You know, they actually care about music.
Yep.
And they say our biggest competitor is Fortnite and Minecraft, not you guys.
Yes.
It's devices, man. We're
So
like
true.
our goal is to make you fall in love with music and actually want to play it more than you want to play the GTA 6 when it comes out.
That's it.
That's
Which I'm gonna play the fuck out of that.
right. Well,
You know
because
what
you
I
already
mean?
know how to
Like,
play music.
that's what's dying. And one thing, dude, is like, because so many kids and parents and the kids are into it, and they like, and I always say the real magic happens when you're in the band and you make these friendships that are like, your kids start a band now when they're 15, these are gonna be their best friends for like their whole fucking life, man.
Yes,
On a level
it.
like a family type, like you don't even know.
Yeah.
It's like such a bond more than like a, if you're lucky, you know. But how do I get my kids in a band? I'm like, there gotta be a kid in class that plays guitar. Like,
Yep.
they don't really talk to each other, you know. They don't.
Yeah,
I
you
don't
can't
know, his
get your
best
kid
friend,
into
like,
it.
it's so we're just like, how do we help this
Yeah.
situation?
Create
And our
the space.
school
Yeah.
create space, but and have a service, like a legit service that isn't just like, come here, how much? What's your budget? Buy it. You know,
Mhm.
like I had the. I'm so ranty. This is so scattery and shit. I'm
No,
sorry.
It's all
it's
good. This is
great, man.
amazing shit. I
Like,
love
for
it.
example, I'll have someone come in here. Who did I have? Peter Stairs from Sabian, vice president.
Okay.
Comes in, and I get asked by all the brands, all these guys, what sells more, electronic or acoustic? And the answer across the board, every shop is electronic for sure, hands down. L&M's like, it's like 70%. And I go, yeah, no, it's probably 70% acoustic.
Good for you.
And they go, why do you think that is? And I go, because I fucking talk to the parent.
That's it.
Yeah.
Show them the right way.
I tell them, your kids want to play drums. Are you in an apartment? No, we have a house. Do you have a basement? Yeah, we have a full basement, you know.
Done.
Fucking
There it
done. You're
is.
not getting electronics. You're
That's
getting
right.
acoustic. Well, the volume. And I go, yeah. But if your kid wanted to play hockey, were you going to go and buy them rollerblades and that's it?
Yeah.
Because it's the same thing,
Yeah.
but it's not, man.
Yeah. And it's like,
And-
oh, the volume. Well, get him a trumpet then. You know.
Yeah. Go get a fucking
See how you like that?
Yeah.
And I say, well, you know, like, your kid wants to play hockey, you're getting up, you're driving to fucking Humboldt at 4 a.m.
That's
to go
it.
to a
We
tournament.
did
They're
that.
7 years old. Who even gives a shit?
Yeah.
You got a little bit of volume for what, 40 minutes a day?
Yep.
It's a sacrifice
And
that
like,
you have to make as a parent. And if you want to give them a chance to play the instrument, this is what you should be doing if you have the means. It's
Yep.
not that easy.
Yeah.
Just like if my kid wants to play goalie in hockey, it's
Yep.
not that easy, man.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
expense.
you're going to be paying currently for your 13-year-old kid probably the same amount or double for beginner starter goalie gear than you're going to get
Yep.
for a really decent beginner starting drum kit all the way around.
that
Thrown
you have
soup to
until they're
nuts.
ready to buy their
Oh,
own
yeah.
kit.
Like
And-
I read somewhere that it was, I think,
You don't.
if you start playing hockey around 4 or 5 and you go all the way till you're 18, it's something like around $150,000
Yeah.
to be able to afford to get that
I
road.
think if you've made it through like
It's
AAA and SJ or WHL and have actually been drafted to the NHL, your family would have invested over $1 million
Oh, yeah.
probably.
Easily.
Yeah.
Easily.
Oh, it's gnarly, man. I get
It's
it.
fucked up.
I have family of mine, like cousins and their kids, and they're killing their AAA shit. you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's not even that to me. It's the mind blowing sacrifice of
The
those
time, yes,
sporting parents is
yes.
It's insane.
You
They're
have no
driving from
life.
small town Saskatchewan to fucking Edmonton, Minnesota,
Mhm.
Winnipeg. Like, we played hockey as kids and we were pretty competitive, and
Yeah.
we never drove to fucking Edmonton for
Yeah.
like
No.
4 times a year. Like,
It's
Yeah.
crazy.
every weekend they're like driving 10 hours.
Yeah.
It
I-
feels like
I had a buddy this past weekend who drove to Winnipeg. He had 2 kids. Both of them were playing in this big, huge tournament. And they had 6 games each in 2 days. He drove there and then he He left
Yeah.
Saskatoon on the Friday and got back Sunday night at like midnight
Yeah.
from Winnipeg,
Yeah.
like to Winnipeg and back, just for 6
Yeah.
games and gone. It's the whole weekend's gone, and you don't know what's going on, and you don't get any rest, and your brain just
And
keeps
you
getting worse
spend
and
a
worse.
ton of cash.
Ton of cash.
That's the other
And are
big
the
one.
kids?
Yes.
Do they love it that much? I
Yeah.
don't know.
And like that same investment for a weekend you could be taking on, here's the investment in the kid, and now all of it is him or her taking the time to
Mhm.
practice on
Yeah.
their own because they enjoy it. That's
it.
the investment. Well, you're
Yeah.
I always say my parents were always the best about when I was playing drums when I was a kid, because like not only did they encourage me, they'd give me lists of songs. Like, hey, you should
Yeah.
try this. Play
That's-
this Amy
that's
Grant
awesome.
song. Play this
Very
Yeah.
cool.
Dave Matthews song. You're
Yeah.
probably
Here
gonna
you do
like
this,
this guy.
yeah.
You'd like Steely Dan. And then I'd come up after playing drums for like 2 hours, and there's my mom on a couch in the room right above the drum kit with a
Yeah.
book on her chest sleeping. She's been sleeping for
Yeah.
like an hour and a half. She's like,
Yeah.
Soothing.
no, it doesn't matter anymore. After like the first 2 times being like, oh, it's loud, and then it's not. Then you're just
get
like,
used
In
to
the
it.
zone.
you're listening to the growth of this, this kid likes to do things now.
Beautiful flowers blooming.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
that's fortunate for you and I too, man. Because I had a similar vibe.
And,
And you know what? Like, just
it's important.
I also like say this to new parents of kids getting into being playing, and they're like really getting into it, and they want to practice. And is it acoustic, electric, whatever? And the volume thing is like, I went home after I'd graduated. I moved to Edmonton to go to school. I came home for like Christmas, I think. Drove back to the small town Saskatchewan, and I remember because my mom, she teased, "You guys are so loud. Oh my god! Like feedback for a half an hour. Like what the fuck is going on?"
Play some
and
notes.
She'd always like tease us and stuff. And when I came home for that Christmas, I was like, "Mom, you must love the peace and quiet." And she goes, "It's devastating."
Oh,
Yeah.
See?
She goes, "I
That's
miss it so much.
Yeah.
I missed you guys jamming and making noise and giggling and
Yep.
That's it.
and being rowdy. We were just doing it. We had no clue, but we did it till we did,
Yeah.
and,
That's it.
and she put up with that, and she heard us evolve, and I'll tell you, man, she's 78, and anytime I'm playing anywhere fucking near that small town, within like 10 hours, she's there.
She's there.
Yeah, good.
It's
That's
And
beautiful.
awesome.
she's in
Beautiful.
the front fucking row.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's
Proud.
like, it's the best.
Yeah.
And I think I always tell that story to parents, and I think they appreciate it, and
Yeah.
they kind of, it'll snap them out of it. I'm like, they're gonna be gone one day, man,
Yeah.
You're
and
gonna
then you
miss
get
that
nothing,
shit.
and
Yeah.
hopefully they like you. So
Yeah.
you better be fucking cool about this band shit, because
Yeah.
they're gonna hate you if you aren't. Man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
Hell yeah.
You're so right to have somebody to be able to explain that. That literally keeps the purity of the whole thing alive, man. That's a hell of a
These-
job you're doing.
These are one at a time conversations
Yeah.
that you don't get it at the box.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And
That's
that's
it.
how we survive, and you
That's
have to, hopefully your staff is catching on that vibe, and mine do,
Yeah.
and I'm not like, here's the playbook. I'm just like, hang out here and you fucking get it,
I love
That's
it.
it.
and I hired you because nothing else matters to you but drums.
Drums,
So
exactly.
I don't have to worry about that
Yeah.
anyway. It's
it.
like, man, your staff's so good, and I'm like, they're because they just love it,
Yeah.
man.
And there's a reason for that too, because you're the gatekeeper. You're the one that says, okay, yeah, I see it
Wow.
in you. Get in here. You get it.
Dude, it's simple. I just look for myself in these kids.
Yep.
That's it.
And that's all there is to it, and it's creating, and the whole concept of the shop is the environment that we want.
Yeah.
What's
Well,
so hard, like I want you as my staff to feel the way I wanted to feel when I worked at my first music shop, and did in a lot of ways, but didn't, and you just learn, and you wear whatever you want here. You listen to whatever you want. You want to listen to brutal death metal in the drum shop all
yeah.
day?
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah, man. And the parents come in,
Hell
they're
yeah.
scared of it. Fuck
Yeah.
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 Fuck
like-
yeah. And that kid's scared the first time, and then they come back 10 years later and like, First time I walked in here, you guys were listening to Deicide, man.
Yeah.
And that's the first time I ever heard a blast beat, and it scared the fuck out of me. But then I was like, what was that?
And now I know Steve Ashheim's like an absolute genius.
No, yeah, or they're like, I'm on tour playing at the Commodore with fucking
That's it.
Cannibal Corpse and Suffocation, and
Fucking
like
A.
we're opening, and it's because of you guys that one day. And I'm
Yeah.
like, yeah. And
It was
I'm
like-
like, wipe a
it.
tear from my eye, and I go, fuck yeah, man.
Yeah.
See, that's money. That is what money. I always say
Yeah.
it around here. Hearing your people succeed, that's money to me. Money doesn't. It's not physical for me in any way with this place. Money is seeing my friends get a show going that connects them to people that they've
Yeah.
met over the years, and these other kids that are starting doing stuff that I always wanted to do my whole life. It's like, here you go. This is something I always wanted. Make sure you appreciate it and fucking kill it. And they do. It's awesome.
Yeah, and it can't ever be about money. And
Exactly.
When if you're really trying to go for your passion,
That's
kind
right.
of in life, it can't be about money. That'll happen if you're lucky, I
Yeah.
guess. Like,
That's it.
Money's just
Like-
money. That has nothing to do with
yeah. It
that.
has nothing to do with integrity or
That's right.
relationships. I mean, it does. Like, you can't deny money is important, and
Yep.
and you can't just foolishly
Over
be,
here.
like blindly pursuing shit like
Yeah.
I have forever.
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah.
It is
You
amazing
wanna-
to look back on how delusional you actually do have to be to really start putting
Oh, yeah.
all of that effort and
Into
your
it.
own money and your
Yeah.
own time and effort into it.
Well,
But then the delusion turns into a dream.
That's it.
Like the dream
Well,
all of a sudden
that's-
becomes reality. And then it's
how
like,
yeah.
huh.
Well, that's your choice.
yeah,
Do you look at it as a delusion or do you look at it as a dream? Because it's a fucking delusion, man.
yeah,
But a dream is a delusion. You know, it's
Yeah,
not
that's what it
real
is.
until it is,
Yeah.
right? And if you're not willing to, like, it's like, what is the definition of talent to me?
Mm.
Is the ability to blindly pursue something at an almost like psychotic way where you can like
Yes.
put on blinders and not care about anything,
Anything
like
else.
even yourself and your relationships and stuff.
hmm
And like when I was a kid, I was like that with music.
hmm
Like as a young kid in a small town, also we had no cell phone. We didn't have the internet.
Yeah.
We didn't have YouTube, obviously. Like no, like the influence stream was so narrow, dude.
Yep.
That
Loved
that
The magazine you could go to the city to go get,
Yeah.
you'd have to go and look at it. You're not buying it, but you're looking
Right,
at it at the
so-
Shoppers Drug Mart. You know?
I,
Dude.
reflecting on it, it was easy for me being in that small town, not being a jock,
Yeah.
not being like being a town kid in a town of like tough hockey farm kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got along with everybody because I was like funny and like my band would play and they kind of dug, you know. But I was definitely, you know, we were skateboard kids in the '90s, and it wasn't cool, man. We
Yeah.
were like
But you can still shoot a puck.
in a small town, but I played hockey right through till second year midget, you know,
Exactly.
and played on the provincial team from our area.
Hell
like,
yeah.
a little bit. Like I was just too small, but that music was a place to like get recognition from, and I obsessed over practicing it. But I think about like I play lots of games too,
hmm
video games.
Hell yeah.
And if I had the technology of video game that we have now back then,
Yep.
Oh,
Would have sucked you in.
it'd be a lot tougher.
well, in a small town, and you can just
Yeah.
go online and fucking compete and like play these. wicked,
Actually, yeah.
absolute escapism, maximum,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
so much fun, so fucking gnarly. Like,
I remember the idea of
So hard to compete
multiplayer
with that
games was insane.
yeah, dude, the concepts of like, imagine if this was 3D. Imagine if you could actually go through that down that hall, like
Yeah. It's
and
crazy.
and the whole thing. I think for people our age, that is the free roaming games and the sandbox stuff
Yeah,
is just so
totally.
exciting because it's like, well, we've like all our video game dreams have come true.
Yeah. But and
You know.
above and beyond, like all we wanted was just to be able to play, you know, a computer game with the computer sitting next to your computer. They're just like,
Yeah.
what?
But
How was that
that-
hard?
They're like, well, some, you know, exactly, and that technology taking away from what I call talent is that blind practicing, that
Yeah.
like actual
Totally.
improving in the desire to be able to do it, to be able to like, you see someone do something and you're like, I'm gonna do that, and then you can, and then you do something, you can go further than that, and you just keep climbing, and you like actually get the rush from that,
Yeah.
and and technology has taken away from that in the video games and the distractions, but it's also given us complete access to fucking everything. And I also think, had I been that kid in that small town with the internet, with
Yep.
YouTube, with
Oh, yeah.
Drumeo shit,
Would have got
with
faster,
all this
quicker.
content,
Or
I just
better,
would have been
quicker.
like, you can do that, like, because at that age, I was like, if I can see it, I can do it.
Yes.
And I'm
yes.
gonna do it. I can fucking do it. If he can do it, I can do it. My dad put that into my mind at an almost toxic level.
Hell yeah.
And he was the one that was like, 3 hours a day, here's the metronome, this many beats per minute, these scales, all the way up the fret, down, one mistake, start over, dial back every day, 1 BPM more, like, okay, and like just
Yeah.
military practice.
Fucking right.
And I hated it. But I tell my buddies about it now, and they're like, "Oh, I wish, man, that's so sick." And I go, "Actually, it kind of helped a lot." But if I had access to the,
Yep.
not just the V8, the one new VHS tape that I like
There it
melted
is.
in
Yeah.
the fucking player, because I
Over and
just
over.
rewind, like not even just watching it over, like watching tiny pieces, man. Just
Yep.
rewind, play, rewind. Like, holy fuck, man. I was like obsessed. And maybe if you just want it to do it, you're gonna do it. But these kids now, man,
Yeah.
shred so fucking hard
Yeah.
Yeah.
because they have that access. And if they feel the way I felt back then,
Yep.
they can go to the moon.
Oh,
man.
yeah.
Yep.
Like, they know there's the fucking rocket ship.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go right ahead.
It's
Just
all
get
there
into
Wide
for
it.
you.
open.
It's all there
It's
for
warmed
you.
up, baby.
Yeah.
Just get in there and fucking lock yourself in.
Yeah.
You're never coming back from
That's right.
space.
Yeah.
Enjoy the moon, fucker.
But they're walking up to that rocket ship and they go, "Whoa, new Minecraft skin, man! I'm gonna get
Yeah.
So many
Fortnite
distractions.
dropped the Metallica edition." Oh, maybe the scales later, maybe.
If I have time, I'll squeeze it in.
Well,
It's
dude.
rare, though. We have a lot of kids. It's rare to see them obsessed.
Yeah. Yeah.
Man, this is awesome.
Yeah.
I thank you so much
Yeah,
for
this is incredible,
for
dude.
talking with me here.
So
man,
grateful.
or
This
us.
is fucking
Yeah.
amazing.
We
It's
could
been
go for probably a couple more hours, man.
Well,
Dude.
I was thinking halfway through, I'm like, this is going to be 2 episodes.
really-
We're going to have to cut this in half.
Yeah, it's great.
Last time we did that was with, was it Big Dave?
Well, with Big James.
Big
yeah.
James, yes. There's
Uh,
lots of big guys that come through here.
Yeah.
But
I
yeah,
love what
like
you guys are doing, totally awesome, man.
we
So
haven't.
fun.
My whole idea when I came in here to talk with Gary was like, one of the things is I gotta bring in guys that I've met on the road for a long time. But the
Yeah.
one thing was like, it's not just that. It's like everyone's got businesses.
Yeah.
Everyone.
Yeah, we're busy.
Like, and if I can do something for this, not to just sit and chit chat or whatever, but with the guys who are going out there and taking that drive and determination that you've had from being in a band, and like, here you can actually start a legitimate business and a successful business, and like you learn so much from being a musician and doing these things that you can
Yeah.
put it into whatever it is. There's a lot of musician guys who are tattoo artists, own clothing shops, own a drum shop.
Oh, yeah.
Like
Hot
it's
sauce.
hot sauce. Like it's just
Yeah,
it-
something different, right?
it steams off just because you sat at a merch booth selling your own T-shirts for a couple years. You're like, shit, I can do this with anything.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah, because it's being delusional a little bit, man.
yeah,
That's it.
and I love it.
Crazy.
You can't think about it too much because you
You
won't
can't.
do it.
Yeah.
Exactly. You
just
talk too
fucking
much,
Start doing it, man.
and it won't happen.
And
Yeah.
10 years goes by and some shit happens. You
Yeah.
have like opening that first drum shop. People are like, "Man, the plan you must have had." I'm like, dude, I had no idea I was gonna do it.
Yeah.
It was
It
like
just
an
happened.
option one day. I
Yeah.
like had this idea and we just fucking did it.
Went
And
for it.
Yeah.
don't do what like,
Yeah.
you ready to have a life of fucking suffering,
Yeah.
but of also joy and fucking super like. I don't know. I talked to lots of friends that have followed the typical thing, wife, kids,
Yep.
career, house thing, and I've kind of turned my back on that lifestyle, and they a lot of people envy it, and then I go, man, I wish I had a wife and kids and a house and like felt financially stable.
Stable, there's one, yeah.
Are you kidding me? I owe $400,000 on my boat, and fucking the wife hates me. We're getting divorced, and the fucking kids won't talk to me, man.
That's
And
it.
I
Wait a
just wanna
second.
play drums, but I sold my kit when I was 18, and I'm like, I just never grew up, dude.
It was like I would like a ride on a boat, let alone have a boat.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you like look at, I've been reflecting a lot on that. Like, oh man, where did I go wrong? Or like,
You didn't, bro.
Yeah.
but no, I know that.
Yeah,
But
you
like,
know.
you go through years of thinking about that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And,
And that's when it really comes down to like, don't think about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
We're all
do it.
gonna just be fucking dead anyway.
then you're just gonna love everything even more. Just whatever.
If I'm sitting on my deathbed, I'd be like, I wish I didn't go on that Cancer Best tour where we got robbed. That was the best tour of my life, man. Honestly, like if you asked me, I would never change a thing. I learned so much, and it bonded us so deeply. And those experiences, man, in the moments, you might not realize like how they're the best.
Yeah.
That journey, it's not where you get to, it's how it's like the old saying.
Yeah.
It's not the destination, it's the journey.
The
And
journey.
that was like a great example of that.
Hell yeah.
I love it.
And being in a place in your life where you can appreciate those things is like the best.
man.
That's the spot. And
Like,
I was
I've
actually
hit a spot where it's like, it's over. This is it. there ain't fucking, it's always been this way. Let's do a quick send off here.
Yeah.
I love
Let's walk
this.
through the shop.
Yeah. Show us
Beautiful.
the shop real quick. This is gonna be awesome.
This is amazing, man.
Coming in through.
Nice.
Oh, look at
This
that.
is like kind of the main sort of like cymbal demos, and we have real kits set up to play. We got
Clean.
a real deal Elvin Jones kit he played live.
No
There you
way.
You see that?
Oh.
Shit. We got some cool shit. Lots of weird parts. All kind of most people would think is garbage.
Yeah.
Not the drummers.
No, those are important parts.
That's right.
Yeah, and then we got this room here.
Look at this.
So up there's Carson. Yo.
Hey,
Yo. This
Yeah,
is
another room,
incredible.
snare wall.
Oh, beautiful.
How's it going? Another
There you
satisfied
go.
customer.
Hell
I'd
yeah.
love to see it.
Sunday in the shop. We were doing our recital out here in the guitar shop.
Oh, nice.
Perfect.
Got a
Yeah,
stage
drum
set
kit
up.
Set up there. This is the guitar shop.
Look at
Slick.
that.
Janky.
Hey.
Hey.
Cheers from the prairies.
Yeah, so you walk into the drum shop through here. It looks like a little false kind of.
Yeah.
Dude.
Anyway, boys, that's
That's the
it.
truth.
Amazing.
I love
brother.
it, man. Thank you again
Thank
for your
you
time.
so much. This
I-
has been
Yeah, I
incredible,
appreciate
dude.
you guys
I wish
calling
you
me.
like all the success in the world. I
Hell
wish I
yeah.
can see you sooner. We can catch up on a whole bunch of other shit too.
Yeah. Well, you never know.
Yeah.
Hell
Might
yeah.
be coming around Sasky soon. Black Mastiff loves playing there, so
Yeah, and I'll be sure to pay attention to see when you guys are out. I
I'll
want to
reach
come
out to
out
you.
that way. Actually, shit,
Here we go.
I am
Here
coming
it
out
is.
to Vancouver
let me know.
in September with Savage Henry.
Oh, dope. Where are you playing?
I couldn't tell you, but
But he's going.
I'll let you know. I'll hopefully stop into the shop.
Oh yeah, let's hang, dude. I'll come hang. We'll fucking,
Amazing.
we'll do things we do.
Cool, man.
Dude, thank you so much again. So grateful and so appreciative, man. This has been incredible. Oh, he's gone.
Oh.
Oh, there he
There
is.
we go.
Back.
I froze up. I think there you are. You're
Perfect.
back, baby.
All right, man.
Okay, guys.
Dude,
Cheers.
Yes, thank you. For
Thank you
having
so
me.
much. Absolutely incredible.
Thanks for your
Love you,
time.
dudes. Rock,
Love you.
Hell
rock on
yeah.
forever.
Hey,
Fucking
hey.
A.
Fucking rights, bro.
Woo! Man.
Okay. Thank you
Once
guys
again.
for listening. That was amazing.
1,000%, dude. You're batting 1,000 with guests. So good.
Hopefully one day
So
you
fun.
can meet Mr. Allan.
Oh,
He's-
I'd love
he's
to. I feel like we're already bros for
absolute-
life.
I think
That's it.
so. I think that's what we just got centered. So
Yeah.
next week we got another amazing guest. I'm not even gonna say anything about it.
Don't jinx
but
it, bro.
It's gonna be hard to beat that one with Allan.
Incredible.
Love you, buddy.
Incredible stuff. Anything else you want to say before you go?
No, that's it. Check everything out. All of Allan's bands. You got Black Mastiff, got Pet Blessings. Go check out Cancer Bat stuff, and even the old stuff, the Pathological Liar, the what is it? There's so many. He's been in so many bands. Just go check out Swather. We got to make Swather the next biggest band in Canada. Let's go. Swather, Swather, Swather.